a square-off over the issue of lies on the campaign trail. Claims and counterclaims of lying in the 36th Congressional District. Welcome to 12 News HD. I'm Kevin Steele.
And I'm Jackie Simeon. Thanks for joining us. The U.S. Supreme Court today took up an Ohio case that centers on the question of whether states can make it a crime to lie about an opposing political candidate during a campaign.
Critics of the laws in 15 states say free speech demands wide-open debate, including negative speech that may twist the facts. Supporters say it would clean up the political process. The High Court is considering the preliminary question, can you challenge the law immediately, or do you need to wait until the court determines a candidate lied?
The justices seem split on whether free speech would be violated. A ruling is expected in June. In this campaign spot, Ben compares Dr. Brian Babin to President Obama when it comes to defending tax increases. The Strusan campaign accuses Babin of raising school taxes 187% during his time on the Woodville School Board in 1993. The ad says Babin voted to raise Woodville city taxes 38%.
Strusan accuses Babin of raising taxes a half dozen times, but documents presented by Woodville City Manager Mandy Rissinger imply Strusan is cherry-picking his facts. During Babin's tenure as councilman and mayor, the adopted tax rate per $100 valuation fell from $1.25 to 37 cents, or a 70% decrease.
And Tyler County Chief Appraiser Eddie Chalmers calls the Strusan claims about Babin's time on the Woodville ISD School Board misleading and inaccurate. Chalmers says school districts had no choice but to return to previous school funding methods in 1993 when Babin was on the board. Texas school boards had half the money after the Texas Supreme Court ruled the Robin Hood plan unconstitutional. Chalmers says again, it's not quite the whole truth.
12 News HD's Augustine Garfias joins us in studio with perspective from a local political scientist who weighs the impact that negative TV ads have on campaigns, whether they are true or not. Augustine?
This recent ad by the Strusan campaign is not the first of its kind, and whether the claims in these types of mudslinging ads, if you will, are fact or fiction, might not truly matter anyway.
Brian Babin says he's against higher taxes. Well, that's a switch.
In the newest ad to hit television, Ben Strusan's campaign says runoff opponent Dr. Brian Babin is like President Obama, and that, for conservatives, is problematic.
Well, the idea really is to get people's attention.
Retired Lamar University professor and political scientist Dr. Bruce Jury says it does just that. Not much will turn heads in Texas households like the words tax hike.
The studies are kind of mixed. Basically, they say that attack ads do not work. They turn people off. You want to get people's attention, but you don't want to be so mean and nasty that you turn people off.
To avoid that, Dr. Jury says candidates often put a few good words about themselves in the same ad.
Ben Strusan is different.
Political scientists say going negative can backfire, but does it even matter to voters if the claims against a candidate are true or not? Jury's answer was surprising.
Well, it doesn't really matter that much.
Jury says all that matters now is that the Babin campaign responds to what it calls misleading claims, possibly with the same type of TV ad.
They've got to find a way to get people to pay attention to the correction.
Dr. Jury says while some voters need more dramatic claims to sway their vote, these types of ads can influence some people's decision on a candidate. We see these type of ads often, but rarely see politicians file slander lawsuits. Dr. Jury says that's because it is very difficult to prove in court. Reporting live in studio, Augustine Garfias, 12 News HD.
Augustine, thanks. Tonight, Strusan stands by his campaign ad and sent us a statement in response to this story. The Babin campaign has also responded. Tonight, we will have those full statements in their entirety online at 12newsnow.com.
The young survivor of an Easter Sunday